Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome, welcome. It looks like there's a lot to be said today. So this is, I don't know, video 6, 7. I'm just creating content, posting, creating content, posting, creating. I can't talk. See, I'm integrating, so everything's like garbly-gook. But I posted a lot of really great content today, so please check that out if you're called to. Light language, tools for integration, which a lot of us you're probably going through right now. Why light language can be helpful and what it's used for, different things like that. So we're just going to do a smudge. I do have a different setup. I was called to. Yes, I'm sitting on my stability ball. I'm going to take a sacred shower when we're done here. And I didn't grab my glasses, so I really hope I can read. I do have the light here. So we're just sitting in a different part here. And I was guided to do multitudes of different videos today. I create content when I'm called to. I don't force content. I don't say I'm going to get up and this is what I'm going to do. Typically, no, I write stuff down in my journal when I'm called to. If I'm called to share that day, the night of, the day after, whatever, day or two down the road. That's what I'm doing. All right, that's what I'm doing right now. Okay, and so I had no plans to do a video that I just finished about the collective shadow. Just a little information on that, what's going on right now. Because I don't talk about all of the bullshit. This is just information for you to get curious and to do more searching for you when you're called to, listening to your quantum compass. But now I'm guided to do some cards. So I don't know what's going to come out in the cards today. I haven't pulled cards in a few days. So if you landed here, there's no coincidence. There's more than likely a message here for you. Again, you're receiving this always. Two of Pentacles. You've been balancing. Your light, your dark, integrating the shadow. You've been balancing the masculine and the feminine. Okay. Balancing just everything in your life. Finding balance and peace. All right. So we're going to tap in and see what is the collective that's receiving this video that's got curious and click play. And yeah, and remember, you're receiving this always for your highest and best good through divine light, divine love, divine truth, divine power, divine wisdom, divine knowledge, and divine remembrance. All right. This is just confirmation, information, key codes, signs, synchronicities of information you already know. You already know deep down. This is just extra confirmation of the answers you already know the answer to. The answers that your soul knows. So the ego doesn't have the answers. The ego thinks it has answers. Believe me, the ego doesn't have the answers. All right. We've got that beautiful energy on the bottom of the deck. All right. What do we have for the collective today? Please and thank you. And yes, I will give a date, even though these videos are timeless. It is February 19th. We just came out of this big triple activation portal. Yes, you're still in it. We've got on the 20th, we have Neptune and Saturn going direct in the 0 degrees of Aries. So that's pretty massive if you're into the astrology. All right. All right. So what do we have? Let's see what comes out. Again, I don't know how long this is going to be. It's going to be as long as it needs to be. Take what resonates, leave what does not. Claim what you want and leave the rest, okay? Holy hell. The Queen of Wands, she comes flying out. The Page of Swords and the Queen of Wands. That's hilarious. That just like literally comes flying out. And that's big. Like the Queen of Wands energy. She is in this fiery, energetic, creative energy. Page of Swords. I'm going to read on those. That's too many. So let me read those before I pull any more. So the Page of Swords, I'm going to show you the imagery because birds are going to be significant. You definitely have hawks as your spirit guide. You've also been gaining more knowledge, again, by watching super conscious conversations, super conscious podcasts, intuitive readings, tarot readings. This is how your soul is getting wisdom and knowledge and integrating that. Okay, what do I hear? That wisdom understood, no, knowledge understood is wisdom. And now we say knowledge is power. All right, so the Page of Wands, light bulbs could be significant as well. There's a lot of yellow, which is that solar plexus. But also she's walking that fine line. Okay, walking that fine line. All right, and yes, I am bouncing on my stability ball. If that's triggering, I would ask why. Why does that trigger you? I'm doing something different. So where is our Page of Swords? Page of Swords, Page of Swords. Because I do my readings differently, okay? So, this is a little bit of that restlessness energy. I can feel you, but you've been definitely curious. You've been thirsting for more and more information. You've been learning, like I said, a lot. You're receiving a lot of new information, and by doing this deep dive and gaining this wisdom and this knowledge through outside sources, because your soul has been calling you to, all right, you're able to integrate that and it's understood better. Okay, you're gonna my light language, clear the channel, because my words, I'm integrating big time, I'm upgrading big time, so my words are stumbly, so I apologize. Yeah, there's information. Also, I'm just looking down, there's a vortex of all this beautiful energy just swirling around all of the place, like, just so you're receiving the information and you're able to integrate that into your energetic field. All right, and in the pursuit of the imagined, I manifest this. Sorry, I'm looking at the completely wrong one. Wow, that was weird. I learn and I expand my consciousness and I open up to new opportunities for my life. The Queen of Wands. So again, look at this. She's surrounded by these beautiful candles. She's got this fire. She's got her wand. She has this excited energy. You might be noticing activations in your palms. Again, if you're a healer, your activations, you're getting upgraded in your palm chakras. You've been feeling a lot of tingling and energy swirling around in your hands. Another confirmation. I've been definitely getting upgraded in my hands and my feet. Okay, because I do energy work, like Reiki or intuitive massage, some people might do, but you're upgrading in your palms, and that's just a confirmation there. Okay, Queen of Wands. All right, I can't talk. I fill my world with an intense light that connects and creates passion. So very creative, very passionate, very determined, very, very confident, lots of joy, very bold. You're very bold with expressing yourself. If you're here, you know, I'm very bold at expressing myself. I have a very big, fiery energy, okay? Where in the past, I used to allow other people to tell me that you're being too loud or you're too much, that people aren't going to be able to handle you. And now it's like, fuck it. If they are triggered by that, that's on them, not me. I'm never making myself small again, and I'm never dimming my light or shrinking my energy, okay? So somebody need to hear that, okay? So you're creating your queendom, all right? You've walked away, all right? You've walked away. This is that Ten of Wands energy. You've packed up everything, all right? And you're taking this solo journey back to yourself, okay? Oxes or bulls are going to be significant. Ten of Wands. A lot of fiery energy. So 10 of Wands. Throat chakra upgrade too. You've released burdens. All right. Back to source. All right. You know the universe will keep you protected and guide you and give you everything that you need. So you know that you are always guided, protected, and provided for by the universe, by spirit. All right. In the past, you've had no problem. You used to take on too many burdens, right? You took on everyone else's burdens, okay? Their obligations, all right? And you decided that it was time to quit doing that. And you decided to pour into your own cup, okay? So we're going to flip that around. All right, what else do we have, the beautiful collective? So good job, because that's the hardest part, is when the ego's trying to convince you to stay stuck because it's comfortable, instead of taking that leap, that fool's journey, and packing the bare minimum up and going in and doing the shadow work. All right. But knowing that the whole time you're being guided by your highest, by source, by the universe, that spirit's always protecting you. The universe is always providing for you. You might not have everything that you want, but you have every single thing, confirmation that you need, right? What else do we have for the collective, please and thank you? Got 3 cards here and we're 10 minutes in. All right, you've had people in your ears during this journey. All right, I see spirit here. So yes, you've had spirit, or not spirit. You've had other people in your ears, right? But spirit's been also kind of in your ear too. So spirit's been trying to get your attention, all right, so you can step away from these old versions of yourself, past versions of yourself. So we've got spirit here. Spirit, I always see spirit as animals, for sure, in this deck. So you've had old people, old thought forms, belief systems in your ear, all right? And then you started to listen to your intuition and follow the guidance of your higher self, of the universe, all right? And again, crows are going to be significant. Blackbirds, ravens are going to be significant as well. 5s are going to be significant. 5s is the number of change. So there's definitely, you've changed some things up. Really hot right now. Okay, I am struggling here. So, all right. You've learned these lessons and you're moving ahead always. So know that you've made the right choice and you're moving ahead, okay? You've dealt with a lot of conflict, all right? Maybe some unfair advantages. You experienced loss. Maybe you experienced the need to boost your ego, all right? Basically, those hollow victories, your ego trying to convince you that you have to get that certificate or you have to do that thing, because if you don't, then you're less than. But that's just a false illusion. That's just an illusion, okay? So you started to, you turned inward and you started listening to your intuition, listening to the guidance of your spirit team, and you walked away from these old versions of yourself, okay? Moving forward, all right, moving forward into the unknown, taking those leaps of faith. I just keep hearing taking those leaps of faith, and I keep seeing the Fool in my mind's eye, okay? Oh, the Lovers is here. So someone's got a significant coming in. I look at this card many ways now, okay? So we look at this as, you can look at the sacred geometry. There's a lot of energy and swirling around there. So I'm going to give you a couple of versions of this, and you can take what resonates. So this is, to me, that you've balanced the divine masculine and feminine within you. If we get the 2 of Cups, that'll confirm that for sure. But you've integrated the shadow and the light. You've merged them into the Lovers, into you, okay? But this also signifies a divine union, a divine counterpart, and maybe a twin soul connection, okay? And you'll see Sagittarius or an Archer or a Bow will be significant as a confirmation as well. But also, if you're referring to this as a supreme divine counterpart, twin souls, that this energy, when you are in contact with each other, you can activate people and heal people just by you walking through a space, holding hands, loving on each other, you know, that public display of affection type of energy. If you know you have a person out there because you can feel them, you dream about them, this is your confirmation if you were asking, okay? You also might be in a relationship right now, and you know this is your person, but you both have been going through a healing process. I just dropped a lot of cards. And you are having needed to go through these healing processes individually so you can come together for the highest versions of yourself in your partnership, okay? Because you have a divine sacred mission, is what just came through. You have a divine sacred mission, all right? And so you've had to go through this individually and come together, or maybe you were separated for a little bit and now you're coming back together as your healed masculine and your healed feminine, so you can step forward into this divine mission, okay? All right. We've got the Eight of Wands and the Chariot. So there's fast moving energy here that's coming towards you. So this person is definitely moving fast towards you, okay? So can we just get more information on this Eight of Wands energy? What else is coming in besides a divine counterpart or an up-leveling of a relationship? Please and thank you. What else can you tell me about this Chariot and Eight of Wands back to back? Please and thank you. All right. Yep. You've closed out a chapter. All right, 21 significant. You've tapped into your highest self. You are embodying more aspects of your higher self each and every day. Rainbows are significant, and she is surrounded by a rainbow snake. Okay, this is your connection to source, to your highest. Again, sacred geometry is going to be a confirmation. You've closed out massive cycles, okay? All right, and we still get some more confirmation on these fast-moving energies of the Eight of Wands and the Chariot, please and thank you. I'm wondering if the team's got me talking a lot today to help with this throat chakra activation, because I have not created this much content, I don't think, ever since I started creating these videos back in November. So yes, the team is hilarious sometimes. And again, there's a reason for it, why I'm needing to go through this. All right. All right, can we just get a few more cards here, please and thank you? They're not wanting to. Very sticky, so there's something that's sticky as a confirmation. I don't know. I have honey and my hands are kind of sticky before we started. All right, we're going to do a shuffle. I don't know if they're wanting to say what this fast-moving energy is right now. Yep. Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so I'm going to read that. Ace of Pentacles. So this is earth energy. You are receiving your manifestations for sure. A gift from the divine is what just came through. You're receiving a gift from the divine that is coming in. Okay? Fast. You've got a gift from the divine coming in. All right, what do we have here? Pentacles. All right, so this is the Ace of Pentacles. Please look at the art because that can be also very helpful. All right, you've planted your goals, your seeds with intention, direct focus and faith, and you've surrendered that to the universe, all right? This is definitely a beginning of a new adventure, and that's coming in fast. All right, you're going to be receiving new ideas. You're going to be planting new seeds for the future, all right? And yeah, definitely your manifesting power is speeding up. Your manifesting power is speeding up. So again, I'm asked to remind you to be very mindful of what you're speaking, thinking, saying, writing, all of that. It all pretty much means the same thing. Okay? And you're going to be celebrating this. Okay? You're going to be celebrating this. You're going to be celebrating this gift from the divine. Again, this could be the gift from the divine. It can be many things for different people. You could be celebrating a marriage. You could be getting married. It's that Four of Wands energy, right? That's a quantum leap, all right? That's family, celebration, soul tribe, okay? Again, up-leveling of this particular relationship or partnership, all right? Up-leveling, again, a deeper form of commitment, and then this gift of the divine, and that's what's coming in fast because you're here to create and birth in what has never been created or birthed in. All right, you're going to be using these skills, gifts, and abilities you have acquired over time as tools All right, you've gained the wisdom, the knowledge. All right, you've integrated, you understand it, and now you're bringing it forth so you can create, right? Receiving, bringing it down, and creating. Also, you could be hearing of a pregnancy. All right, Source has had your back this whole time. The divine has had your back this whole time, even though it felt like, there's been these moments. Again, Source, Spirit has always been with you, guiding you, protecting you. You are going to be receiving your 10 of Cups, okay? Your wish fulfillment, all right? You've done the work, all right? And this is your confirmation on that, okay? I'm going to leave that there. So, again, if you feel called, like, subscribe, share, do all the things, only because you're called to, not because I'm requiring you to. I don't care how many subscribers I have. I don't care about any of that. All I care about is getting the information when I'm guided to get the information out there, and I leave it at that. Everything is up to the universe on who receives it, when they receive it, and how they receive it. That's not up for me to decide. That's up for the universe and the teams to decide. So, thanks for hanging out, playing along, co-creating, and I'll see you in the next one. Love you. Bye.